guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Charlize, and if you are new, I would love for you to stay and subscribe to my channel down below, and also give this video a thumbs up. And also, y'all might notice my background is different, and that's because I did move out. If you watched my last vlog, you would know that I recently moved out maybe about a month ago. But yeah, so that is why you might notice that I'm in a different area. So I did do some redecorating and change the style of my room, which is why it looks different. So in today's video, as you can read by the title, I'm going to be showing y'all how I do my everyday makeup routine. So it is this makeup look right here. It is basic, simple, easy. It probably takes me about 45 minutes to do, but I like to focus mostly on the skin and some lashes and some gloss, and that's it. So I know to some people this might be like a lot of makeup, but to me this is practical for an everyday wear. But of course I don't do this every single day. So I'm going to be showing you my favorite products to use on the day-to-day basis to make my makeup last all day. And I will also have all the products I used as well as the shades in the description box as well. So now without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so let's get this makeup look started. So I'm starting obviously with no makeup on my skin. I did already do my skincare routine, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into the makeup. So I'm first starting off with my brows as always, and I'm taking the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Fix Concealer. This is obviously a little pot concealer, so it is super creamy. I love using it to carve out my brows, but I don't like it as a regular concealer under the eyes. It just made me look really dry and it was really thick, but to carve out the brows it works really well. And I am carving out my brows using a Morphe M429 brush, and then just blending out that concealer before it dries down. And I do like to carve my brows before filling them in because it just helps me get the more natural brow look, and it also just gives me kind of like an outline or a guide to where I need to fill in my brows, or so I don't accidentally overfill my brows and make them too dark. And I did stop midway of doing my brows because I remembered I do like to prime my skin first using the e.l.f. Mint Melt Primer, just because this is a really sticky and tacky primer. So I like to let it sit on the skin while I do my brows, since it maybe takes about 10 minutes for my brows. But either way, I always like to apply it before I even start my brows, but I just completely forgot this time. So now back to the brows, I'm going to be taking my NYX eyebrow pencil, and this one is in the shade Ash Brown. And when filling in my brows, I do just focus the product mostly to the bottom of my brow. I don't like to fill in the top or anything. And then I like to brush through my brows using a spoolie just to really spread out the product and make sure that there are no harsh lines. So then once I have my brows filled in with a pencil, I do like to just carve them out one more time, just because I do tend to get a little messy with a brow pencil sometimes, and I just like my brows to look nice and clean. But this step is totally optional, and of course if you don't feel the need to carve them out again, you don't have to. Now for the start of my brow routine, I'm going to be taking my Got2b hair glue, and this is meant for your hair, but I like to use it for the brows. If you've been watching me for a while, then you know that this is literally all I use to set my eyebrows, and it keeps them in place all day. So I first like to just take the product on a spoolie and just rub it all through my brow hairs, and then I also shape the top of my brow using the gel. And this is better than any eyebrow gel or even any eyebrow soap that I've tried so far, so I totally recommend this. And this big bottle of gel literally lasts you forever. I've had this since maybe last March, and I'm only halfway through the bottle, so this stuff is amazing. So now my brows are done, and we're going to be moving on to our foundation. So I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. Matte Poreless Putty Primer. I love using this combined with the e.l.f. Mint Melt Primer. Something about these two literally just makes your foundation last all day long. So I definitely recommend both of these primers combined, especially if you have oily skin. Now I will be doing a little color correcting to my under eye. So I'm taking this LA Girl Peach Corrector and just applying that to where I have dark circles, and then using this brush to buff it out. Now for foundation, I'm going to be taking the Loreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. This is literally like my holy grail foundation of all time. It honestly beats all my high-end foundations. Like, I always go back to this one no matter what. And then I like to take the NYX Bear With Me primer spray and just spraying this all over my skin while letting that foundation just kind of sit and dry a little bit, because it is a pretty watery consistency. So I feel like when you let it sit on your skin for about a minute or so, it just has a fuller coverage. And I'd also like to add that I'm not letting it dry completely on this skin. I'm just letting it kind of sit there for a minute. So don't let it dry completely. And then blending that out using a damp sponge. And this sponge is from the Morphe and Lisa Frank collection. And just look at how beautifully this foundation blends out into the skin, and also just how good it makes your skin look. I love that whether I'm having like a good skin day or a bad skin day, this foundation never does me wrong and always makes my skin look good. I've literally gone through maybe like 3 bottles of this foundation. I first started using it back in March of 2019 before like the pandemic and all of that. And I am still using it to this day because it is so freaking good and better than almost any other foundation I've tried, to be honest. And I do prefer more of a full coverage foundation look, so therefore I am building up this foundation, and you can build it up and it still looks good, doesn't look cakey or anything. Now let's do some cream bronzing using the new e.l.f. Putty bronzers. And I like to say cream bronzing because I really don't like to contour my face. I just like to add warmth to my skin. And this Putty bronzer is in the shade Tan Lines, and I'm taking it on a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And I like to just go directly into the product with the brush and then just stamp it on to kind of where my cheekbones are at. Now for concealer, I'm first going to be taking the Too Faced Born This Way concealer and just applying it to the inner half of my under eye. And then I like to take the Tarte Shape Tape Creamy Concealer and apply it to the outer part of my eye. I don't know why I just love mixing these two concealers. I honestly do like to mix my concealers a lot though, because I feel like I have too many and that I don't use them enough. But either way, the Too Faced Born This Way one is definitely my favorite concealers out of both of them. After I have that concealer blended out, I'm lastly going to be going in with this e.l.f. Putty blush. e.l.f. is seriously that drugstore brand. They have done such a great job with their putty collection, from the putty primers to the putty bronzers to the putty blushes. Literally all of it's amazing and affordable. And I am using the IT Cosmetics brush to apply, but it's super comparable to this e.l.f. Putty applicator brush as well. Now it's time to set that under eye concealer before we start creasing. So I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Lasting Fix Loose Setting Powder in the shade Translucent. And I like to apply it using a sponge because I feel like it just melts into the skin so much better. And that goes for all loose powders that I use. And now with the bigger face brush, I'm going to be taking that same powder and just applying it all over the skin. And this is a ColourPop F1 powder brush. And then I always have to take a smaller brush for my forehead because that other powder brush is just a little too big. Now that our face is set, let's move into some powdered products. So I'm first going to be taking this Juvia's Place Bronzing Duo in the shade Light, and I like to use that more orangey, warmer toned color just to bronze my skin a little bit more. And I am taking this on an e.l.f. bronzing brush. This is one of my favorite brushes to apply bronzer, and I think it's like $5. It's so good. And then I like to do my lazy nose contour, which is basically just running whatever product I have left over on the brush around my nose. And now, of course, some blush, probably one of my favorite parts. And I'm taking the Juvia's Place Blush Duo this time. This one's the volume 2. And I'm going to be taking that coral pink color and applying it using this Real Techniques brush. These Juvia's Place base duos have seriously been my go-tos, and they are so pigmented. Now that we have our face pretty much done, we're going to be setting all that in place using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. And I do like to apply highlight after I apply my setting spray. I don't know why, but I'm just going to be taking this Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlighter. Now for the eyes, I do like to keep it super simple, but I always like to do some kind of like brown, either eyeshadow liner, or in this case, I'm going to be taking this pencil liner by Maybelline. I've been loving this eye pencil. It's just like so creamy and glides on so easily. And it's also super easy to smudge out, so that is why I love it. So I just like to first apply it like I'm doing a regular eyeliner. And then take a small detail brush like this one and just smudge it out a little bit. You can also do this with any brown eyeshadow. That is what I normally used to use, but then I started using this and I really like it because I just feel like it's a little bit faster. And since my eyes are super simple, I do want to do some falsies, so I'm just curling my lashes and then applying some mascara to prep them for some lashes. Now for lashes, I always alternate between these three right here. So I have the Ardell 421 Naked Lashes, the Kiss Little Black Dress Lashes, and also the Kiss Tulle Lashes. So for today, I did decide to use the Kiss Tulle Lashes. I used them yesterday and I loved how they looked on the eyes. I felt like they kind of gave that like lash extension look. So I'm going to be applying my lashes using my Duo Lash Glue. And I just love how this smudge brown liner look just kind of makes my eyes pop a little bit more. It kind of makes them look a little bit more open. I don't know why, but I just love how it looks, especially with a good pair of lashes. Now, the secret to making your false lashes look more like lash extensions is to curl them after you have them applied onto your eye. And also just make sure your lash curler is clean before you curl your lashes. You don't want any old mascara in there because then it can get stuck. But yeah, I always have to curl my lashes after I apply them because it makes such a huge difference. And then I'm just going to be applying some bottom lash mascara, but just a little bit. Now for lips, I'm going to be lining using the Morphe Sweet Tea Lip Liner. It's like the perfect everyday liner for my skin tone. It's not super dark or too light. It just really defines my lips without making them look too dark or anything like that. And lately I've been into a glossy lip. So I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Stone. It's such a pretty nude color gloss. Alright guys, so that completes my everyday makeup routine. I really hope y'all enjoyed today's video and that you do try out some of these products because they really are amazing. So if y'all do, please let me know in the comments how you like them, what you think. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching, and please make sure you're subscribed to my channel down below. And also don't forget to follow me on my social medias, which I will have linked down below as well. And as always, I will talk to y'all in the next video. Bye everyone!